Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Every year around this time, majority of people decide to start like a weight loss journey or take better care of their health. They make that New Year's resolution. And my channel is here to help foster your goals by fasting. My channel is Mama Jojo Raw and Real. I'm Mama Jojo. And on my channel, I talk about health, fasting, my personal weight loss journey, what I am doing personally in my life to lose all my weight and reverse all the illnesses that I have currently struggle with. And also, I talk about budgeting and financing. Yes, I was bad with money. I had over 16 credit cards. I had over $210,000 in debt. Yes, I was terrible with money. So I talk about that as well. And then I also talk about world cultures. So watch out for my upcoming video on the Togolese people annual party in Maryland. I cover that. So I'll be doing a documentary on Togo shortly. So I will share. Just hit the notification button because as soon as I'm done editing that, I will post that. So for today's video, if you've been following my channel, I've been discussing the different types of intermittent fasting. I have graduated and I have upgraded myself to water fasting. As I currently speak to you, today begins my 21-day water fast, so no food for 21 days. But however, I started from somewhere. Like with everything, you have to start from somewhere. So I started with the different methods of intermittent fasting and then moved up to where I am now. Again, I would say, please, I am not a medical doctor. Yes, I have diploma certificates in intermittent fasting, in vegan nutrition health and gut health. And I'm currently in school getting more, learning more so I can be an authority on what my interests are. But I'm not a medical doctor, so before you start any fasting regimen or just go and stop eating or telling people this is what you do, please let them check with the medical doctor, because at the end of the day, I did not go to school for those many years. I'm just getting diploma certificates, so I just want to get that out of the way. So I've been discussing the different types of intermittent fasting. So today I'm going to discuss the final type of intermittent fasting, which is the BRAD, Pilon Eat Stop Eat diet. And this approach to me is difficult, and it's for people who are more structured, who got it together. It's not, I wouldn't recommend this for beginners, but however, I have to give you guys the information. And what this approach is called is the Eat Stop Eat. And what that means, for example, if you went to bed at 7 o'clock at night, which is called in the intermittent fasting world, when you are not eating, we call it a fasted state. You went to bed at 7 p.m. at night, and then you will not have your next meal until 7 p.m. the next day. So what that means, it means that you have fasted for 24 hours. And then after 24 hours, you can eat whatever you want to eat, but he recommends that you do this twice a week. And what it is, it means that you're going to have some calories deficit. Say, for example, you need 3,000 calories to maintain your weight, right? And if you don't eat anything for 2 days, that means you have 6,000 calories in your bank that you can splurge on, right? And another thing he said is, for example, if your TDEE, which means what you need to maintain your regular weight, you can decide, well, if I need 3,000 calories to maintain my weight, on the BRAD Pilon diet, I can reduce my calories intake to 2,500 calories a day, plus my 6,000 deficit, right? I will lose weight, eventually I will lose weight because I have a deficit and I have reduced my caloric intake. So I have all of that in my bank. But however, this is hardcore. And the benefits is you can muscles growth, and it helps with hormonal growth. The benefits are great because you starving your body, yourself, you're not eating, and if you have diabetes, it kind of stabilizes your insulin, and over time you could reverse your diabetes on this method. But I personally, I've done it all, but I would not recommend this for beginners. I'll probably recommend it if you are going to like do some bodybuilding competition, or you are into some kind of, if you are very structured and organized, yes. Because I personally, my lifestyle and the activities I'm engaged in. I travel a lot. I go to a lot of dinners. I go to a lot of galas. I go to a lot of, I'm a very sociable person. So there is no way for me to sit down and be counting and measuring calories at different events. That would not work for me. But it will work for you because everybody is different, and that's why he has 4 different methods. So this is the Brad Pilon method. You don't eat for 2 times a week for 24 hours, and then the rest of the week you eat. But then you have to count your calories. You have to eat what you need to. You have to eat the number of calories you need to maintain your body. That's what this approach is, and people like it, but it's hardcore. I would not recommend this for any beginners because I myself, I will not do it. But even though I'm doing water fasting right now because I've built my life and my stamina to it right now, but I would not recommend the eat, stop, eat diet. But maybe it may work for you. You could be a stay-at-home mom. You could be your business owner. You could be that you don't work for anyone and you're kind of like a homebody and you have all your skills and you have everything to measure your food and you have the time. So this may be a perfect option for you. Or maybe if you're in the gym 24, if you're a bodybuilder or a fitness trainer, yes, this diet, this method will work for you, but for me, that wouldn't work for me. So I will just give you guys a little recap of the 4 types of intermittent fasting, and then I will have to go. But I said, I'm going to now start discussing about gut health, and I'll be doing I have different topics that I'm going to be talking about, but I want to still talk about fasting because it's the new year and a lot of people had all of the different dinners, all you can eat, they splurged, they really had a ball Christmas time, and now they're thinking like if I went to the gym tonight is what did I have tonight? I don't know if I have Zumba or I have something, and guess what? The gym will be overcrowded tonight because people are they feel guilty now about how they ate over the holidays. So now they're trying to lose the weight, which is a perfect thing. There is no right or wrong time to start. So in recap, the 4 types of intermittent fasting that I talk about are, the first one is the 5-2 diet, where you eat your regular meal 5 times a day, and then on 2 days you eat 500 calories as a woman and 600 calories as a man. The second diet, the intermittent fasting I talk about, is the warrior diet. With warrior diet, which means like when you go to bed at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you don't eat again until the next day at 6 o'clock. You have only 1 meal a day, but during the day you can have some light veggie and some light protein. That's the warrior diet. But at 6 o'clock or at evening, you can have anything you want to eat because they say they want you to think as a warrior. Now, the other method of fasting that I talked about was the lean gains diet, which I do. I do this like if I'm having a dinner or a lunch, or I'm meeting someone for lunch, or I'm just going out with friends like at lunchtime. I do this diet because what it is when you go to bed at 8 o'clock, your first meal would be at 1 o'clock. Which means that you have fasted for 16 hours. So yes, and then the Brad Pilon diet, where you don't eat for 24 hours twice a week, and then you still within there is certain restrictions in your caloric intake. So those are the 4 types of intermittent fasting. And I personally, when I'm not water fasting, I do the warrior diet and I do the 16-8. That's what I do. I do the warrior diet a lot. I have 1 meal a day a lot. And then I do the 16-8 depending on what my day is like. Because, when you go out, you have friends, you have people to deal with, and sometimes they want to take you out for a business meeting or something. You can't just be like sipping on coffee or something. So you got to work around other. You got to try to. I can just go out to a dinner or somewhere and just say, oh, you got to do warrior diet. No, you can't just impose your beliefs on other people. When people see the results, and then they will ask you. So I try to be flexible with the way I eat. Like now, I'm doing a 21-day water fast. And then I'm going to go, after 21 days, I'm going to do 19 days of Daniel fast. So that's 40 days. I've sanctified my body that I'm giving to God for all he's done for me, all he's blessed me with. So I just want to take this time to grow spiritually with him. So that's what I'm doing. So go through my videos, hit the subscribe button, and look at the different types of intermittent fasting. And please check with your doctor. And trust me, the benefits, my skin, my legs, but I can sleep well. I can dance. The other day I was dancing Barney. Can you imagine? My childhood exercises that I used to do when I was in St. Teresa Convent in Liberia, I'm able to jump and do all of those things because I have changed my lifestyle. And it is never too late. You can begin today, because at the end of the day, we all want to be around healthy, right? We don't want to cause the choices that we make to help us to lead us down the wrong path. So I just want to encourage you this morning, go over my channel, review what you can review, and stick to a plan, and you can start today. And don't let no one intimidate you. Don't let no one tell you, oh, you're fasting. No, because I am in school for the thing, right? So if you coming to combat me, come with your certificates, come with credible sources, and then we can sit and talk like as educated people, right? And then we can say, okay, what's your source? What's your certification? So if you are studying anything, don't let anybody discourage you, because like last night I went out somewhere, and this person is supposed to be my friend, right? Oh, that's not going to work. This person, and like, hello, I'm in school. I'm in school for this. I'm in school for this. So you coming from your limited knowledge, so you gotta be careful, but that's how people are, and you cannot control that. You just have to keep doing what you believe in. You have to keep following what you know is best for you, and just keep moving. So hey, hit the subscribe button. This is your girl, Mama Jojo, raw and real. I love you. Start your year well, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.